emergency C-section story. Yes, I had to have an emergency C-section because I had a breech baby. So let me tell y'all how I got to this emergency C-section. When they tell you, you never know when that child wants to come on the due date or not, right? You don't know how they want to come, not through your thingy or C-section. This is how my first boy, decide to come. On a beautiful day, December 8th, at 12 in the morning. It's December 8th, right? I started to have actual contractions. So on December 8th in the morning, labor started. I was freaking out. It was so painful. It felt like somebody's just stabbing you multiple times and not stopping. It's just, that's how it felt. Feeling the contractions like, tomorrow. So I called the nurse line and they're like, how far is it? I'm like, I'm not paying attention to that right now. And she's like, time it to see how far they are. If they're super close, go to the hospital. Guys, my hospital where I'm supposed to give birth, 20 minutes away. They said, ma'am, if you're close to giving birth, I think you should go to the hospital where your OB is close to. If you know me, you know I don't take pain well. Plus, while I'm laboring, I'm crying. While contraction come on, I'm over here like, trying to catch my breath. Doing that, it helps. But some of them become strong and you can't really, you feel like you're choking on your freaking breathing. So I'm breathing through it. I'm at home at the counter, the kitchen counter, just holding on it, breathing, checking how far it is, breathing on the phone with the nurse. Then when they got close, the nurse was like, you should start going to the hospital. At this point, I just had my pajamas on and a t-shirt. My child was asleep, but we had to wake her up. Poor baby. We're like, baby, it's time. Your brother's coming. She's confused. Don't know what's going on. Dressing her on. Well, I'm looking for my sandals. I had contractions and I'm holding at the edge of the bed and I'm like, nail it. Like, Jesus, help me. Like, oh my God. Just to get to the car was a struggle while you're having contractions, right? So, labor. I wouldn't wish on my worst enemies. I would not wish this on my worst enemies because the pain you feel before the baby comes, hey, it's the worst pain ever. I was like, I'd rather be induced, I was feeling it at home. Okay, so before we went to the hospital, we had to go drop off my baby at my mama's house. I'm calling my mom, she's not picking up. Calling my mom, she's not picking up. And I'm like, damn, I look at the time, it's 2 in the morning. I'm like, Mom, pick up the phone. And then she picked up and then she's like, what's going on? I was like, we're gonna come drop off your grandbaby. She's like, what's going on? You good? Now, I was like, breathing. She's like, why are you breathing like that? You okay? I'm like, baby, it's gonna come. Like, okay, bring her. While we're driving, my mom keep checking me. She calls, are you guys close? Because my daughter can't go to the hospital. And if I go in alone, it's just, can't do it. I need my partner. I need her. I don't know how other people do it with that partner, but it was really hard. Me, he's my support system. Really needed him. We dropped my baby at my mama's house. Then we went to the hospital. Getting out the car to go in the emergency room was difficult. Them contractions were like ding, 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 hitting me every minute. We went in there. I ain't say nothing. I'm crying and I'm feeling the pain. Security is like, wheelchair. And when it was labor and delivery, they're like, okay, you gotta go around. Okay, who's walking? At this point, I'm like, I'm gonna pass out because I was thirsty and I was tired. We go in to sign in. Oh my God, I had to wait because nobody was in the front. I was so mad because the contraction would kick my ass and I keep laughing through it, to try it out. I passed, and when they called me to the back, I was going through it. The lady was like, hi, how you doing? I'm your nurse. I'm like, I want this baby out. Like, in my head, I'm like, I want this baby out. She left, and it's like, it seemed like an hour. Oh my God. Somebody else was giving birth. I was freaking out. I was like, oh my God, it's not gonna be me right now. Like, is that what is going on, No, that wasn't me. So she came back and checked how dilated I was. She couldn't really tell. She called another nurse. She checked. She said, something don't feel right. I'm like, what do you mean? And she checked again. She didn't even bring like an ultrasound to check. Guess who feet was the first thing she felt? She said, I feel feet. I said, what do you mean you feel feet? Then she's like, baby, Breech. I said, who's Breech? What do you mean Breech? Because I never heard that before in my life. I said, what is Breech? What are you talking about? She said, it's the feet first. No, it is not the feet. It shouldn't be the feet. It was the head on Monday. Why is it the feet? And I seen how scared she was, right? And then she's like, let me check again. She checked. While she checked, tell me why my water broke. Like, I said, and I'm contracting. I'm like, I think my water just broke. And she's like, oh shit. She's freaking out. I'm trying not to freak out. The other nurse is freaking out. She's like, call the doctor. Get a doctor. Who's her doctor? Like, her doctor's not here. So they try to call the doctor around there. The surgeon doctor. Can't get nobody. They're just running everywhere. Call the doctor. Hey, I'm over there like, what is going on, huh? What is going on? I'm like, can y'all call my husband? He's over there waiting for me. I guess it's been like an hour or something. He still waiting. So he's just curious. I think he called me, but I can't pick up my phone. I am in labor. No contractions. Not paying attention. Rose, can y'all call him? They still call the doctor. She's Breech. She's Breech. The anesthesia doctor comes and says, we're gonna have to give you a C-section. I said, C-section? She's like, yes, the baby's Breech. Like, bring the ultrasound. Jane said, oh yeah. We definitely gotta do it now. And your water broke. Now. Like, can y'all get my partner? They go and get him. And the surgeon that's about to do my surgery comes in. She said, hey honey. I'm like, hi. Like, yeah, is this your first baby or your second? I'm like, my second. She's like, can I have an emergency section because your water broke and your baby's Breech. She said, but I didn't come here for a Breech. Like, what? So I guess while I was contracting, my baby turned. Did a whole 360. I didn't even know. I didn't feel nothing, probably because I was going through the contractions. I didn't feel nothing. Mind you, Monday, he was head down. Wednesday, he was head up. While this is happening, he comes in and I'm crying. My eyes are like, I'm about to have a C-section. And he's like, what do you mean you're about to have a C-section? What's going on? You know, asking the doctor, what's going on? Was she okay? You know, baby, okay? That baby is Breech. We have to do emergency C-section like now. Her water broke, you know? And I'm over there like crying my eyes out. Like, I didn't come for a C-section. I don't want a C-section. I don't want a C-section. I'm scared. I don't want a C-section. I don't want a surgery, nothing. I don't want that. And then you're like, it's gonna be okay. You're gonna get through it. And the lady's like, we gotta have a C-section to save you and the baby. Because the baby at this point, water supply is out. We gotta save the baby. Okay, so while they roll with me, I'm still crying because, damn, first C-section, I'm scared, bro. We're going through contractions, right? So we get to the room to prepare. My back is where they put the needle. I seen the long needle, bro, in my back. But before they did that, I was having contractions. I had to stop, and there was this lady that was helping me. She was so calm. I loved her over there because she helped me stay calm and all that, right? Yeah, she was just like the best nurse ever. It's like, it's okay, baby, you gonna get through this. And I'm just like, this is my first decision. I'm freaking out. And she's like, it's okay, calm down. When they did the needle, ooh, damn. Guys, I felt a zip. It's like a bee hitting it, right? But this bee was a long needle. So, and I'm down there. And they're preparing for a C-section. Nurse comes in real quick. Nurses are coming in running. The doctor comes in, hey, it's me again. I'm like, So she comes in and start the whole process and all. While they're cutting me, I could kind of feel it, but it's not painful. I'm numb, but I could feel it. So I'm like, what's going on? And I'm drugged out, really. I'm drugged to the max. But I'm like, I hear it, I feel it. Thank God they didn't like give me the screen and all, because I'll freak out. Like, I'm already freaking out how I could feel it. They take the baby out. He's crying and all that. Brought the baby to me. That is whole crying, cleaning him up. They brought him next to me. I'm gonna show you guys a photo of it. And I asked, does he have 5 hands and 5 toes? He's like, yeah. Because I was scared, you know, I'm even thinking. So he's like, yeah, the full hair comes out like that. And I look at his head, I'm like, he got full hair. Wow, okay. I close my eyes. I'm in the recovery room. I still think about it. I'm like, damn, that happened real quick. But it was all worth it, you know. It was all worth it at the end of the day. It's just, that was not my birth plan. But as they say, not everything goes according to your birth plan. I accept that. It didn't go as my birth plan, but we all made it out safe. And recovery was only Jesus know how I got through it. I couldn't move. I feel like I was dizzy. I was going through a lot. That's all for like part 1, because there's part 2. And yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, share. That's all for part 1 of my emergency C-section. Don't forget to subscribe.